Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Mike, West Tampa CDC. So this is a quick announcement to the community. We did with the chief of police yesterday, West Tampa CDC. We also met with the folks in housing a week ago to talk about different approaches in West Tampa. Announcement I'm making tonight is the West Tampa Youth Art Initiative that we want to move forward with, and we'll talk about that weeks later. But the focus is at-risk youth and using art therapy as a mechanism to reduce the violence in the neighborhood. And there's science to support that, in fact, art can be used as a therapy to reduce violence in the community. So thank you very much.
I'm on the phone. So I'm just
No. Yes or not?
No,
No. Ashlyn, can you connect me?
I don't have control over it. Jesus.
No, I can't connect it because I don't know what you're going to present, but you can just go ahead and click on that rectangle. Do you see it up on your right-hand corner, Sandy? It's basically a square with an arrow facing up.
Right next to the leave button.
Next to what?
The leave button, there should be a square with an arrow pointing up in it.
No, I do not. My whole presentation is that PowerPoint.
It's right next to the microphone. See where the microphone button is? Right next to that is that arrow sticking up. If you look at the microphone.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right. Now, can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, can see it now.
Okay. We had so many questions about the Centro Español, and of course I've had questions all along. So I decided to visit, and I was lucky enough to get an appointment with Kim Jowell, who is the CEO of the Hillsborough Education Foundation. And I've got some information. I wanted to share the information with you. Historical designation, a national historic designation, and he said it would not. So I just wanted to share that information with you for those of you who were so concerned about kicking them out. That wouldn't, and I've said it before, that was never in the plan. We just wanted to be able to do a feasibility study to see if there's anything that we could do to help this historic building be preserved. Are there any questions on that?
Yeah, Mike Randolph, West Tampa CDC. We definitely like to have a conversation with them. I think that we can bring in some funding, and we probably can do a deal related to that theater if the CAC can't come up with dollars. So we definitely like to have some conversation related to that.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody else have a comment?
It's a good idea or not, that's up to the CAC, but as far as make sure that whenever you do propose to the CAC, send me an email first so I can request from the chair to put it on that agenda. I don't think he'll have an issue. I don't think Carlos will have an issue. He might even be on here right now, I'm not sure. But also make sure anything we do the ultimate goal is to eliminate slum and blight. That's what CRA is created for. So as long as it is in line with our community redevelopment plan, that's basically our master plan. And if it's not in there, or at least fits the CRP, then we usually can't do it. But if it's in the strategic action plan, most likely it's in the CRP. So as long as you connect your project to our community redevelopment plan, then we don't have an issue as far as staff. Bringing it up to the chair to put it on the agenda.
Right, and like I said, no, it's just talking. I wanted some of the answers for some of the questions we've had as I brought it up before, so that we get a clearer view. Everybody's wondering about the lease. We looked at the lease, different things. So it was, and there's nothing we can move further other than I can share the information that I just shared, because we can't do anything until they have their board meeting and even see if they're interested they may not be interested. They may say no, you know. So anyways, any other questions about the Centro Español?
Just want to piggyback.
Yeah, what are they current? Go ahead, Mr. Villa.
Okay, thank you. Just want to piggyback on what Jose was saying. Not Jose, yeah. I got this man mess up. Hey Sue, I'm sorry, I done messed it up again, right? This time I corrected it though, right? But anyway, the question is having a conversation with them so that we can use this as an economic development strategy. Then it makes sense to get money from the CAC. And the other thing is, have they done a pre-feasibility study to see if the numbers even make sense to do that development?
City to see if they'll agree to do it. Then the graphic designs have got to be done for it if they agree. Then they have to be printed. They'll be printed on vinyl because that's how they have them done. And then they'll have to be wrapped. The wrapping itself is fairly simple, but nevertheless, there are 18 of these within the West Tampa CAC. So that's a huge, huge project. Robin Nye is going to get together and see if she can give us some kind of idea of pricing, or what something like that would be. And then we'll see if we can work with the city to make this happen. Here's some others. What I like about these is they give color. And it'd be interesting if we have something like this within West Tampa CAC, people would come to look at them, if nothing else, just out of curiosity. And the fact that there's finally art in West Tampa, which is so very, very important. And like Mike Randolph said, if you have art and you have people participating in art, the crime goes down. So the idea is to see if we can have a city about this. There's a lot involved in this, of course, getting in. Thank you. Anybody on the committee have some comments?
No, if I can jump in related to the murals, I think that the murals should have residents working together throughout the community so we can have a theme in West Tampa to show people working together, blacks, whites, yellow, throughout the community. The theme should be people working together as a theme.
I agree.
And I think that art, like you know, and I know, art has an effect of changing people's lives. So as people see each other working together, they might actually start working together.
About the mural and about the electrical boxes. Give us your opinion about anything. You can write me, you can call me, whatever. But please.
Have some good input and make sure that things are right. Just like I said, we've been at this a long time in West Tampa, and I want to make sure all the dots and curves across or whatever for that wall.
Yeah, sure thing. You can get her information or go through me, through Jesus, and we can get your information and go from there. It's in the beginning stages, but yes, of course, we want to, to keep everyone in the loop and so on and so forth. So
yeah, I have plenty of suggestions.
Great.
Melissa, if you can also keep Sandy in mind whenever you start your other art projects here in West Tampa, only because she is our Arts Committee's chair.
Okay. Absolutely.
Oh, and just one other thing that I did want to mention as far as murals, and this is just a PS. Busto Plumbing, Jason Busto Plumbing has offered the wall that faces Rome on his business. And I also talked to the people at Winestream, the ones that took over the cigar factory with the clock on it. And they had been willing to donate the wall to their warehouses if we wanted to do a mural. But if those are on private property, so that becomes another issue. Plus, I understand the people with the cigar factory are already been granted a grant recently. So, but that's just throwing that out there, that there are some people that have, just stepped up to the plate and said, hey, you want to do a mural on my wall? So anyway, just sharing that. So are any other comments?
I have a question, but it's related to what is called the art walk. Is that what you talked about this now?
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
the contact person for that, how are they engaging the community to make sure that residents' ideas are part of that overall strategy?
Yeah, we're working with Janelle McGregor's team on that as far as like community outreach on that. So
Yeah, we would like to have a conversation concerning that community outreach strategy. I mean, that's what we're good at, making sure that things get all the way down to the community level to get engagement from that level to make sure that it affects the texture of the community.
okay.
Right. Because after 27 years, I could tell you what needs to go on the wall.
That's great.
From community engagement. And I asked during that last Rome yard to be contacted so I can talk to Robin now, whoever it was there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
this is very dear to my heart, and you want to make sure it's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we definitely want to reach out and have conversations. And again, like I said, Janelle's team is going to be helping us with some outreach and conversations and things like that. So by all means, and I just ask that Jesus, if you can connect us. And like I said, it's in the beginning phases, but there will be some things bubbling up as far as outreach through Janelle's team. So I can pass that along to them.
Yeah, the best
Okay.
time to engage is at the beginning stage. So we should be engaging now. It's at the beginning stage.
Right.
Okay, any other comments? Anything else?
Sandy, I'll just give the group a quick update on the Redner property, the Freedom Park.